All right, we'll get going. Trey, want to kick us off, please?
Hey guys, Jalon, I just wanted to ask you, first of all, you guys are preparing for two different quarterbacks, two different styles. What has that been like in practice, and what do you see out of the two different guys?
So with the Eastern Michigan guy, he's more of a thrower. So he's a really good quarterback. He can read and make the throws and make everything on the field. So we just got to cover up and make sure we know our assignments. And with the other guy, I feel like he's more of a runner. But I was saying, like, we haven't seen him since last season in film, so we don't know if he was going to throw it or run it. We don't know the game plans for him. But I know Coach Odom's putting a great scheme for us. So we'll be ready for both when the game comes.
And they don't return their leading receiver from last year, but I think maybe the next few wide receivers, including both tight ends. What do you see from those guys, the wide receiving crew and tight ends?
They got some solid wide receivers. They got one little fast wide receiver that can run. They got a couple more that are good possession catchers, and a couple that can run and go make some plays downfield. So, like I said, we just got to follow the game plan, be able to cover up, study how they run their routes, and what's their tendencies when they do run these routes, and just cover up and make plays. That's what it all comes down to.
Tom.
Hey guys, I want to ask you both this. This is the first time Arkansas has played a ranked opponent in a season opener, and they're also ranked since 1980. So there's a big opportunity for you with a big crowd. KJ, just what do you think of maybe the setting for this game and the opportunity that awaits you guys?
I mean, we look forward to the game. We know it's going to be a competitive game. We know it's going to be fun. The atmosphere is going to be fun and great. We looking from a sold-out crowd, just like the Texas game was. So, I mean, we just all just hyped and just anxious to get out there in the stadium and just play against another team.
And Jalon, if you could address that, please, too.
Like KJ said, it's an exciting time. First game of the year, against a ranked opponent, a worthy ranked opponent like Cincinnati with a great coaching staff and great players. But like I said, we grind for this moment since the offseason started, and we've had great leadership on team, and we've had a lot of good practice put together from fall camp to Cincinnati practice this week. So we just got to keep the string going along. And like I said, when September 3rd comes around, we'll be ready to go.
And what do you think about starting against such a hyped opponent, Jalon?
I would say I love it. I mean, because the attention is going to be on us, and everybody's going to be watching. Like you said, a sold-out crowd, and there's going to be millions of people watching from their home and their house. So, like I said, it doesn't get any better than that.
KJ, they released the team captains today. Both you guys are on there for the second year in a row. I mean, I know it's got to even still feel pretty special that your teammates chose you that way. Could you address that, KJ?
It's a real big deal here at the University of Arkansas, and just to gain the trust and from my teammates and the confidence from my teammates to even vote me captain, and to actually become a second-time captain here at the University of Arkansas is an extremely big deal. I take pride in it. I don't take it lightly, and I just thank those guys, my teammates.
And Jalon, your thoughts on being a second-time captain as well?
It's a blessing for sure to know that my teammates think of me that way, of being their captain, is an honor. There's a lot of guys that we could have named as captain, but just to be chosen as one is definitely an honor and something that I remember for the rest of my life. So, and like I said, now we got the captain situation figured out. Now it's time to play football.
Coach?
KJ, I'm curious what you make of the defense Cincinnati has. I know they lost some pieces, but I think they also have a few guys coming back too.
That's still a really good defense. I mean, they do great things up front for us clogging the run. They also have great DBs on the back end. They can play a lot of different coverages and disguise a lot. So just being able to come out, don't hurt ourselves on offense, start fast, and try to get the tempo rolling as quick as possible.
And I think we've talked about this with you before, but having 4 returning starters on the offensive line, how much comfort does that provide a quarterback?
A lot, just to have a veteran group of guys up front that knows football. I mean, they've seen all type of looks and different fronts, so nothing that catch those guys by surprise. So just being able to have a confident and a veteran group up front like I have is just, it just gives me all the confidence in the world, and the running backs and the receivers as well, to be able to make plays.
Bob?
Hey, KJ, kind of following up on that. I mean, what have you seen from the offensive line in camp? And Luke Jones will be a new starter. How do you feel like he's fitting in with that group?
The main thing up front, I mean, those guys are doing a really good job of communicating. That's the big emphasis that we was focusing on this fall camp and leading up to September 3rd is being able to communicate when we're tired, focus on the small details, being disciplined when we're tired. So up front, those guys, I mean, they've really honed in and being disciplined, they've taken each and every rep seriously, just being able to communicate when they're tired and focus on those small details and end up getting to that next step.
And Jalon, I know you probably won't take on any of those Cincinnati offensive linemen. At least I hope they could get that far out on you. But they've got all 5 starters back, and they've got I think they've got 94 starts. Arkansas's linemen have like 100 starts. So, just wondering, how do you think your all's front line, the linemen and backers, will do against that Cincinnati line? And maybe if you've been able to see their line a little bit on film, just what do you think about your all's defense going up against such a veteran line?
Yeah, they have a veteran line, really good O-line. Like I said, they're ranked for a reason last year. They protected the quarterback well, gave him time to throw. And so I know we have some great stuff put in with Coach Adams, Shear, and Odom all in 3 little trio together for the run and for them and everything. So like I said, just trusting the game plan we have set for us and being able to go out and execute it and make sure everybody is assignment sound and everybody's just trusting each other. And it's 11 guys doing their one job, like I always like to say.
And then their coach said today thinks it's going to be a pretty physical, nasty game. I don't think he meant that in a dirty way. Just it's going to be a real, both teams going at it. What do you guys anticipate from the physical standpoint of it?
I would say the exact same thing. I would say we want a physical game. We love it because that's what we train every single day. We're going head on every single day, and coming at it, and we're going against each other every single day and banging. So when it gets time to the game, I think we'll be ready for it for sure. So like I said, we're excited to be able to play them, and like I said, it's gonna be a nasty game. Let's do it.
You, KJ, I know you're a pretty physical quarterback. You feel that way too?
Yeah, it's going to be an elite competition, elite game. We're looking forward to it. Just to be able to just line up and see opposite team. We've been going against each other for so long and practicing against each other for so long. So I know both teams going to be hyped to go against one another. So, we're looking forward to it. Just great competition.
It's got one more. I know camp's never easy, I'm sure, but when you're playing another ranked team, does that maybe give you guys an extra sense of urgency in camp, or did you feel, there was a little extra urgency in camp this year?
Just starting off, the main thing was we wanted to focus on ourselves first, knock out some wrinkles, correct some mistakes that we had from last season, get on the right track with that, and then, going into the middle of fall camp, then that's when we start to hone in and really understand like this is a big game. It's the season opener. We're both ranked, so the competition is going to be there. The atmosphere is going to be there. Everything works in our favor that come into our stadium. So just being able to come out, have fun, and compete at a very high level and starting fast.
Scotty.
I think you muted.
Scotty, we don't have you. No, sorry, Scotty. Still can't hear you. Trey, you want to keep going?
He's just quiet. He wasn't muted. So I was curious about Sam Pittman and like how he's talked to you guys, like after scrimmages, after practice and stuff. Like what's kind of the message and the mood from him about, just about how to handle yourselves this week going into this game?
Have the same mindset every single week, just to be 1-0 and go attack the week. So whoever we're playing, that's who we're focused on. And it's Cincinnati this week, so that's who we're focused on. Nothing more, nothing less than that. So like I say, it's we know it's gonna be a great environment. He's told us that. He's put in situations to handle crowd noise and as a defense and be able to start fast. That's what I say, start fast on both sides, whether the offense on the field on the first snap or defense on the field for first snap. We got to start fast. So that's been our focus at this point, and I think we've been doing a great job of that on both sides.
Your thoughts on that, KJ?
The same like Kat said. Just taking it 1 week at a time. We're not looking forward to week 6 or week 9. We're looking straight at Cincinnati. We're taking it 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time. So just being able to have everybody have that same mindset to just focus on Cincinnati and nobody else.
We saw Malik Hornsby at wide receiver today. During our open viewing time, we haven't seen him there. Have you guys been continuing to work him there? I know kind of the wide receivers have stepped up and maybe caused less of a need for that. Just your thoughts on the possibility of using Malik in this one.
Just his athleticism that he brings to the table. I mean, sometimes we might widen him out. Sometimes we just want to get a good look at him, see is he comfortable out there or not. So it's all just mainly a test. I mean, just seeing, do he look comfortable out there? Is he comfortable being out there? So today, y'all seen him out there wide out. I mean, we just trying to see, do he look comfortable? Do he feel good out there or not?
What are your thoughts on Dominique Johnson? I mean, he looks like he's moving around pretty well right now.
Dominique, I mean, just he's grown and matured in I would say a leadership role in their running back room. I mean, all the guys look to him as a leader. I mean, he comes in. I mean, he's attacked his training, his rehab. He's attacked it. I mean, he's came back. He's been in individual drills. Been on the sideline, coaching some guys up for his protection wise and what he sees from the sideline and what they can do better for his protection wise, stuff like that. So just being able to have a guy like Dominique, even when he's not out there, his presence is still felt. So just being able to have him back on the sideline with us and knowing that he'll be out there soon.
Thanks, fellas.
Bob, you want to step in as Scotty's proxy?
Yeah, I think one of Scotty's dogs messed up a zoo. I'm not sure, but he would like to know about Dalton Wagner's importance to the team, on the field and also behind the scenes. If you guys could both take that one.
Just his leadership and knowledge of the game. I mean, he's been here for quite some time now, so he's seen a lot. He's been through a lot. So just being able to go to him when you're going through adversity or facing tough struggles, even off the field. I mean, Dalton is a guy that you can always call on. He always come and help you anytime that you need help. So just being able to have a guy like Dalton on our team that we can go to him on the field and off the field and just being able to be just a genuine guy that he is.
And from my standpoint, seeing him work at the O-line, see him making calls, making checks, and him and KJ coming back there on pressures and everything, I mean, it doesn't get any better. And then off the field, he's making sure his O-line is right. And he's a good leader off the field, too, by keeping those guys engaged and having great relationships with the O-line. So, I mean, he does the whole package for the O-line. And, like I said, people like Ricky Stromberg as well as one of those guys. But Wagner definitely sticks out as a leader of the O-line.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, Tom, close us out, please.
Yeah, same question about Bumper. Jalon, just your thoughts about being captain and with Bumper and what he means.
It means a lot to have Bumper. I mean, I've said it like so many times, and I always want. I mean, I'm gonna stand on it that like having him at the linebacker room and having him run things in that room and run things on the field as far as the box. I mean, it doesn't get any better to know that you have someone that you can trust and know that they're gonna do their assignments and they're gonna bring that juice and leadership every single day. So having a guy like Bump lead this that front seven, I mean. Like I said, it don't get no better than that. I'm glad he's back for one more year with us. And like I said, I'm excited to play with him again, along with my other brothers.
Guys, I'm hearing a lot of people speculating this might be an atmosphere like the Texas game. What was it like playing in front of that bigger crowd? And would you like to see that kind of reenacted?
I mean, it was just electric. I mean, just looking forward to it. I mean, we knew it was a big rivalry game. So just coming out there and just seeing the crowd and try to keep the crowd engaged throughout the whole game. Because, I mean, they give us juice and we just feed off it. So it's very contagious to go in and have a sold-out crowd and an elite atmosphere.
Like he said, it's going to be elite atmosphere. It's something you dream of as a kid, to be able to play in atmospheres like this. It's going to be something great for everybody to see, and it's going to be a physical matchup between us and Cincinnati. And like I said, September 3rd, when that ball set down, I know both teams will be ready to go, and I know our squad's ready to go. So just ready to get it on.
Gotcha. Hey, last question, KJ. We've seen Hazelwood out there the last couple of days. You think he's going to be fit, ready to go for you guys, and how much will he add?
Yes, I mean, we're still taking it day by day. We don't want to rush him back too fast. We want to play it safe and play it smart with him, but he's in good spirits, and we're all in good spirits for him, and hopefully he'll get back and play ball.
Okay, thanks.
Kat, KJ, appreciate your time as always.